is what so many of us subject ourselves to. In some bars, clubs and even festivals, levels of over 100 decibels have been recorded. That's as loud as an aircraft taking off, literally deafening.
And you don't even have to be there for the damage to be done.
How many of us listen to music like this and for hours at a time? Trevor's been a drummer with several bands over the years. Now he's paying the price. His hearing's been badly damaged and it will never recover.
We just played at ultimate volume all the time. It gave us energy, it gave you passion, it's something that excites the crowd. And the next stage is you start to realise that, I can't hear the TV, or what did that person say? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure what's happening here. And then there finally comes a time where it's like, yeah, I can't hear almost at all now. I was referred to an audiologist. I said, give me the worst, I know I've got a problem. And he turned around and he says, well, basically, he says, you've got the hearing of someone who's been down the pit for 30 years.
But do we do enough to warn people of the dangers?
We have warnings on everything else nowadays, whether it's for cigarettes, for alcohol, even for food. And yet we don't have any warnings to suggest that we need to look after our ears. And unfortunately, we do live in rather a noisy world nowadays. Are we sitting on a time bomb? I don't know. All I can say is that we are seeing a lot more people with hearing damage now, and the age of those people is getting younger.
Trevor's learned his lesson the hard way. He now wears a specialist hearing aid to protect his ears when he performs.
If only we'd known so long ago that this would happen, but we didn't. And I see this every day with our students. Sometimes they're spending 8 hours a day wearing, headphones with an iPod or something similar, with the volume which I can hear what they're hearing. Within 2 years they're going to be in my position, and that's scary. And looking at the way I have to perceive everything now is really, really difficult, and I would hate that to happen to someone else.
How long do you listen to an iPod a day? How many hours would you say?
Like half an hour a day.
Just half an hour?
Yeah.
And do you ever worry about your hearing?
Yeah, I do, because I like it quite loud.
It's very loud, I can hear it from here.
I can't get any louder, it's as loud as I can get, or I'll go louder.
And you're not worried about your hearing at all? It's quite bad for your ears.
No,
I listen to my iPod pretty much every day, a couple of times through, so it's a good 2, maybe 3 hours a day.
How loud?
Well, as loud as it'll go.
Are you worried about your hearing at all?
It doesn't cross my mind, no.
Sorry, what was that? What's the solution? Well, there are things you can do. Take regular breaks from loud music, stay away from loudspeakers, and if you have to be exposed to periods of loud noise, wear earplugs. So the advice is loud and clear. There's not much we can do about general everyday noise, but we can listen to sound advice. Sharuna Sagar, BBC Look North.